6'8" freshman, number 34, Grayson McFalls. Ford, a 6'7" junior, number 33, Sam Greenhouse. And the other forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 40, Jace Clark. Mr. Cody Smith, the university coach for the Blue Devils. Tonight's officials are Mr. Craig Wolfgang and Mr. Joel Boyle. for the Blue Devils, number 24, Zach Ridgway. It's his first Blue Devils third of the quarter. At the line for the Bruins, number 32, Jacob Dillon, 2 shots. his second foul. Also entered for the Blue Devils, number 3, Dakota Garner. We have a timeout, Blackford. Again, I want to remind you that there is a book signing going on in Tipton, near the cafeteria. Former Indiana State coach and Sean also produced and All-American Purdue. He's there with his book, The Shaw Story. Stop, spend a little time, say hi, and get the book signed. Also, we have tonight the 2023-2024 issue of the Hoosier Basketball Magazine going on sale. 2 representatives from Hoosier Basketball Magazine will be going around. Fouls on number 33, Blackford by Morgan this first. In line for the Blue Devils, number 34, Grayson Falls. Two shots. first. That was set number 12. Oliver Conley on 2 shots for the Devils. Foul on number 33, Marshall Morgan, his second foul. Fourth of the quarter. Second, that'll be the fifth quarter. At the line for the Blue Devils, number 12, Oliver Conley. Fouls on number 32, Jacob Dillon, his second. That'll send Conway to the line with 2 shots, Blue Devils. Fouls on Blackford's number 33, Elijah Morgan, his third. Since Connor line in, 2 shots. For Tipton 45, Blackford 30. Again, we have one Sunday event going on here at Tipton this evening. Purdue legend, the Showhouse. We've got an American fourth field scorer in history. Here, Simpson's book, Showhouse story. Go down, spend some time with it, sit up. Get him. That's his second. Then I'll send number 34, Mason McFeely, to line 2 shots, Bruins. And for the Bruins, number 14, Ryan Orwell. Fouls on number 44, Tipton. Grayson McFall's his third. Entering for the Blue Devils, number 2, Hayden Allman. Timeout, Tipton. 30 seconds. Fouls on number 32, Jacob Dillon, his third. Second quarter. Foul on number 14, Ryan Morrow, is first. At the line, number 44, Jason Falls. This is a full timeout. Clark.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Tipton basketball game. It has been quite some time. It's been about 3 weeks since Tipton faced off here in the Inferno. That was against Northwestern, where they came out with a somewhat comfortable victory. And now they've got the 11-7 Blackford Bruins, coached by Matt Justin. He's 27-38 in his third year at Blackford. And now we're going to jump right into the starting lineups for Tipton. I'll show the graphic there. The usual starting lineup for Tipton. No injuries or players with illnesses for today. So it's going to be number 3, the junior guard Grady Carpenter, accompanied by another junior guard, number 5, Sam Quigley. Also out there leading the Blue Devils, number 11, the senior guard Nolan Swan. And the big man for the Blue Devils, number 12, the senior forward Ryan Tracy. And rounding out the starting lineup will be number 23, Jackson Money. The Tipton Blue Devils come in at 17-1, coached by, of course, Cliff Hawkins. He's 81-34 in his 5th year at Tipton. A whopping 578 and 393 in his 43rd year overall. Tipton comes in an astounding ranked number 2 by the Sagarin ratings, number 1 by some others. So they're hovering around the number 1 spot in just about all the average rankings. They're going to be either number 1, 2, or 3. And for most of what I've seen out there, they are number 1. But for the Sagarin ratings, which I use on the scoreboard below, they are number 2. But they're going to be in a tough battle with Brownstown Central, who I'm sure Tipton would like to see in the state tournament. But tonight they've got the Blackford Bruins, who come from afar. It's quite a hefty travel. Starting for the Bruins, number 1, Kean Wells. Number 24, Mason Kitterman. Number 23, Vince Oxley. Number 15, Ethan Morris. And number 10, Gage Baker. Tipton coming in at 17-1. Their only loss was the away game at Kokomo a couple of weeks ago, which we were not able to do on the live stream. We would have liked to be able to get to that one, but they were full in their media space, so wasn't able to do that one. Tipton falling a little bit short. Probably the worst game that they've played all season, but they've had a couple of games to bounce back, and then the first one at home since that. But a quick turnover by Carpenter is not the start you're looking for. It's Gage Baker to pull up from beyond the arc. A little bit long, and the rebound collected easily by Ryan Tracy. On the right side, Carpenter gets inside with ease and starts the scoring for the Blue Devils. Tipton with a different look out of the gate. Not usually coming out with that 2-2-1 press. It's normally a mixture of a 1-3-1. But switching it up a little bit to start out. Kitterman hands that one off to Morris, who wants to set up the half-court offense for the Bruins. Morris looking for some options. He's got Baker to his right. The pass nearly turned over, but it will be collected by Kitterman. And they get it down low to Vince Oxley. He's defended by Money, and up and under gets the Bruins on the board. Swan brings it up, gets to his left hand, has a wide open Tracy in the far corner, who comes up a bit short on the three-point attempt. Fast break for the Bruins. Kean Wells is going to pull up from the mid-range. No good. Carpenter wants Money to his right, running down court, and Money converts on the other end for 2. Carpenter always looking for some teammates down court. If Blackford's not going to be keen to them running on the other end, it's going to be a long night for them. As Carpenter tracks down another rebound, looking for some options, doesn't have any this time. And that one thrown out of bounds. Money was looking to set the screen. Just a miscommunication by Tipton. Blackford trailing. 2 minutes elapsed as Swan nearly comes up with the steal, and Money will come up with the steal. Carpenter to his right, looking for Quigley in the far corner for three. Well short, but it's tracked down by Money, who tries to throw it off of a Bruin. Unfortunately, didn't get the bounce that he was looking for. Tried to get that one to go out of bounds, but it stayed in for the Bruins. Morris trying to spin inside on Swan, but he's got all of his options covered. So it'll be Kean Wells to reset the offense. Has a free right-hand drive, spins back to his left, and finishes that one with ease. A couple of good drives by the Bruins. Tracy on the left wing looking for Money, who swings it to Swan. A step back mid-range for him, just off the mark, and the rebound tracked down by Vince Oxley. Baker has it on the wing. Looking for some options. Called for the travel. Tried to get rid of it before he landed, but it looks like he just wasn't quite able to. Was looking for the pass down low to Oxley, but it was covered by the Blue Devils. And a timeout called because of it. It'll be a 30-second timeout called by Blackford. In their last 35 years, Tipton with a 12-6 series lead. I know Blackford's been very good as of late with Luke Brown, who's now off to college, so they're missing their leading scorer, who's led the team for the past few years. I don't think he did not play last year, though. He was graduated a little bit before that. Grady Carpenter to bring it up out of the timeout. They're going to look for Swan at the end of this, but they have Money down low, who hands it back off to Carpenter. Wants to dish it down to Tracy, who had a tough finish, surrounded by Blackford players. So the finish a little bit tougher than he would have liked. And on the other end, Kean Wells converts. Some nice dribble penetration already from Blackford has given Tipton plenty of trouble on the defensive end. And another opportunity for Baker to double the Tipton score. Swan on the elbow has Quigley in the near corner for three. And he'll end the Blackford run. Ethan Morris gets to his right hand. And a lazy pass by Wells is stolen easily by Swan, but it's deflected out of bounds off of Blackford. It was Gage Baker to recover and block the Swan layup. Off the out of bounds play, 4 low for Tipton with Money inbounding. He has Carpenter, who looked for the back door on the Swan, will hand it off as Carpenter catches it back down low, but he's not able to make the finish happen. Blackford pushing quickly. They get it down low to Oxley, who's a problem. Had the mismatch with Quigley down low guarding. Blackford's done a very good job of being efficient on the offensive end. Scoring from 2 at will, it seems. Tracy with enough space to shoot in the corner. He had Oxley defending, and Tracy's going to tie up the game. Oxley in the middle, weighing his options, and he's got a wide open Mason Kitterman down low, who's just able to make the finish happen, dissecting the Tipton zone with ease. Tracy with a wide open lane on the bottom. Ryan Tracy with 5 straight for the Blue Devils. A back and forth game to start out. in the first quarter. Kitterman open in the corner. He's going to give it up to Morris. Looking for Baker beyond the arc, but he dribbles inside. Didn't like the shot, so it's going to be Morris instead to bury a three. Blackford's first three of the game. As Tipton looks to respond with Nolan Swan. Rolling is Money, and he's blocked from behind, but a foul called instead. So Jackson Money will be sent to the line with the first foul of the game. So a clean 6 or so minutes from both sides. As Money off to the right with his first free throw. A couple of substitutions for Tipton. Landon Spidell and Gavin Hare both checking in. Money's second free throw is a bit better. Gage Baker to bring it up for the Bruins. Offloads to Morris on the left-hand side. Jacob Lease, a new face for Blackford in the game. As the ball poked away, it's still kept in bounds. And that's going to give Morris an opportunity to connect on a three, which he does. Money on the other end, trying to spin inside. An offensive showcase from both sides here. Is neither one really able to get the defense set up. The offense has been very quick. As Collett has Kitterman down low. Blackford with 14 points inside. They come in at 11-7 and only averaging 54 points per game, so this first quarter is very good from them. That'll be the first foul on Gavin Collett, which will send Landon Spidell to the line, shooting two. Spidell 2 for 2 at the line. Baker is defended by Carpenter as he crosses half court. With about 40 seconds to go, we're going to have to let the actual game clock catch up here as we're a little bit ahead. Now that should be more like it. So crossing the 30-second mark. Blackford could stay for the last shot, but it doesn't look like they're going to, as a three connected by Kitterman. And it looks like Tipton in the set that they like to run as the clock winds down. 10 seconds now left for Carpenter. 6 now. Gets to his left-hand side. Tries to finish. Is not able to. A three-quarters court heave is going to go off to the left. And Blackford will enter the second quarter with a 23-17 advantage. entering the second quarter, it'll be Bruins basketball as they look to inbound into Gage Baker. Crosses half court and offloads to Morris in the middle. Baker now on the left wing. They're looking to get it down low. A drive inside, going to be tipped out of bounds. Money got to it first, but it's going to end up off of Jacob Lease. And that'll bring in the junior guard, Sam Quigley, for the Blue Devils. Jackson Money will take a rest. Swan looking to get the offense going. He's got an elbow jumper that's just a bit short, but it's off of Blackford and going to give Tipton a second look at it. Tipton shows a box set. And they have Carpenter looking for the elevator screen, but it's well defended, but the roll is what they're actually looking for. But the basket does not count. A foul instead on Blackford. Might be to the detriment of Tipton, actually. They had a free layup, but a foul called instead will kill all the momentum that Tipton had. And so they're going to have to retry from beneath their own basket. Going to try an elevator screen. This one looking for the wing. And it'll be out of bounds off of Blackford once again. I'm not sure that we've seen that out of bounds set from Tipton this year, where they have the elevator screen off to one side. They'll typically do it from the top like you saw a couple of plays ago. But this one seems to be new. Quigley drives inside, a kick out to Carpenter from beyond the arc, just off the mark, but the rebound pulled down by Tracy. He gets blocked and turns it over. Kitterman with the steal. Baker to push it up quickly. Slowed down by Quigley, trying to spin inside, but he's fouled. Not sure if they're going to go for two shots or if they're going to call it on the floor. We'll see. It looks like they are going to the free throw line. Baker is at the line shooting two. Kean Wells and Vince Oxley back in for the Bruins. Wells connects on both free throws. Carpenter going to look to right the ship. Tipton in a bit of a scoring drought, which does not happen too often. As Swan was clearly fouled on the far side, and he will be fouled once again. I mean, he very clearly had his arm being grabbed by Ethan Morris. Not sure how he got away with that call, but nonetheless, he will get it a little bit later in the play than he would have liked. The second team foul on Blackford. They look to inbound to Carpenter, who gets the and one off the immediate shot off the inbound. A play they typically run for Jackson Money, but he's out, so Carpenter gonna take a crack at it, and he could potentially get three right here. A little bit off, but the rebound fought for by Spidell, who has a cutting Carpenter on the left side, and another and one opportunity for Grady Carpenter. A potential 5-point trip for the junior guard. Not something you see too often, but a second chance opportunity kept alive by Spidell. Something he is quite the expert at. And Carpenter with 5 points on the trip. Oxley hands it off to Wells, who's defended by Spidell. The point of attack defender for Tipton. Tracy guarding. As Swan gets a piece of it. Tries to get on the fast break, and he converts and extends the Tipton run. They're within one. And Quigley getting on the floor. A scrappy last couple of minutes. As Oxley looks to get back going, he's fouled before he gets a chance at the shot. That'll be the first foul on Landon Spidell. The inbound goes to Lease. Wells trying to get inside, looking for a backdoor pass to Baker. But he had to keep going with that. No shot available for him. As Morris with a turnaround jumper. A tough shot for anyone in high school, but he makes it happen. Quigley in the corner. Gets inside and has to be careful from Baker, who gets a piece of it. Tipton a little bit careless with the basketball in the first half. As the Bruins look to capitalize once again, but that shot well far beyond the basket. Carpenter pushes. He is stalled for the moment being. Quigley at the top, hands off to Swan. Called for the double dribble, was between a shot and a pass. As Jackson Money returns to the basketball game. Spidell and 4 starters on the floor for Tipton. Carpenter defends Baker. As they look to get it inside to Oxley, but Swan was ready for it. Spins inside, a kick out pass to Ryan Tracy, who pulls up from beyond the arc. That one a little bit long. And Swan's gonna look to reload and tie up the game. Another offensive rebound, this one collected by Jackson Money. That's a corner three by Jacob Lease. Just off target. Down court is Ryan Tracy. Not able to convert with the layup, but he gets his own rebound. And the second time is good. Tipton on a bit of a run. As Morris wants to end it right here. Has to kick it out to Oxley. Morris from beyond the arc is perfect. Carpenter spins back to his left and is called for the offensive foul as he extended his hand into the head of the defending Wells. One that's going to be called every time. As Mason Kitterman back at the scores table for the Bruins, he checks in for Jacob Lease. Ethan Morris brings it up. He only averages 11, and he's already got that in the first half. An empty possession by Blackford. Gives Tipton a chance to retake the lead. A Swan floater's not able to do it. Baker with the rebound, looking for Kitterman down court. And it's a three-point game in favor of the Bruins. Quickly the other way is Carpenter. A handoff to Swan, who doesn't need much space, but he offloads to Money. Swan gonna try a deep three, and a long rebound collected by Spidell, who's surrounded by Bruins, but Baker trying to save that one. Actually will be able to save that one. It looks like they were gonna call it on him at first. But it looks like he was able to stay in the air just long enough to throw it off Spidell. Morris has Oxley, who's going to go to his right-hand side. loses the ball, and they're going to keep it with Blackford. It was tough to see from up here, as Quigley was trying to draw the charge, so a lot happening in a short amount of time. Morris to his left, Kitterman in the corner. Money. A kick out pass to Carpenter, who was trailing and who ties up the game. Kitterman wide open down court, Tipton falling asleep. Blackford's done a great job, their guards keeping their eyes up, surveying all the options available. They've caught Tipton out twice now on that exact scenario. And it's not an easy thing to do with the front line that Tipton has. Some very tall guards, especially for Carpenter, who's able to make those kind of passes so difficult for many high school guards. Swan on the other end, going to be sent to the free throw line. But as I was saying, Blackford, their guards doing a great job to survey all the options that they have. They've seemed to make the right play just about every time. The free throw by Swan gives Tipton a 1-point advantage, as they have Kitterman down low. Once again, he's fouled. The shot no good. But Blackford doing a great job scouting this Tipton zone. You can tell that they've put in the practice. And they've got all the right options. Kitterman's been the intended target on many of these passes down low. And he's been able to find just the right gap with perfect spacing to be able to catch anything that the guards throw towards him. A tie game after the made free throw by Mason Kitterman. And the lead swung the other way just like that. Very back and forth in the first half. An exciting offensive showcase. They get it inside. Money, a turnaround jumper on the corner. That's just about the range that Money likes. Footing nearly lost by Morris as Swan dives for the loose ball, called for the foul instead. Just his first. So no real foul trouble for Tipton, really. A relatively low fouls first half for both sides, but as I say that, both teams in the bonus. Ethan Morris at the line to try two. The second one short, but Baker nearly pulls down the rebound. Quigley did a good job to get that one out to a teammate as Carpenter finds Tracy running down court. Always have to be careful of Tipton and their fast break, spearheaded by Carpenter. Always looking for teammates down court. But Kitterman, he's been a problem for Tipton. Not able to come up with anything that time. An offloaded pass to Carpenter, whose layup just off the mark. Would have been a nice momentum builder for Tipton as Carpenter picked up for the foul. Second foul on Carpenter. And this time it's Gage Baker at the line shooting two. The leading scorer for Blackford at 13.2 points per game. And really there's several players at about the 10-point mark. Ethan Morris and Jacob Lease trail closely behind for their top 3 scorers. Carpenter with about 20 seconds now left to decide if Tipton wants to take the last shot. It would be a good idea, and it looks like that's what they're planning to do. In a box set, you can expect this one to go towards Swan. Here comes the backdoor screen, and Swan one dribble into his shot at the buzzer. Could it be tipped in? It cannot. And so we're tied up, dead even going in to the second half. Tipton 39, Blackford 39. We've got some activity, so we're going to stay right here. It looks like the color guard, and then they're going to announce the middle school basketball teams who are rounding up their seasons. And so we're going to leave it right here for this display.
Ben Klauser, Owen Heenbacher, Jay Space, Gasparidis Lopez, Walker Smith, Riley Conway, Grant Robinson, and Wyatt Dunn. Seventh grade coaches are Bonnie McIntosh and Matt Smith. Seventh graders. And now here are the eighth graders. Quinn Cole, Robin Capshaw, James Goodnight, Brandon Burgess, Logan Lightfoot, Jacob Hartley, Ron B. Lincoln, Jaron Aller, Garrett Larson, Aiden Gibbs, Oliver Stewart, Brandon Hines, and Zane Durham. Eighth grade coaches are Albert Swell, Cam Weller, and Steve Eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, the middle school basketball teams. Thanks, guys.
back for the second half. We end at a tie at 39 apiece. We'll go ahead and change that and the quarter. As Carpenter pulls down the offensive rebound and gets the first points for Tipton in the second half. Baker on the right wing, defended by Swan. They want to get it down low to Oxley, who's defended by Tracy. A couple of bumps inside, but Tracy gets a piece of it. Swan on the other end spins to his left hand. Oxley's there to help out. Carpenter on the right wing looking for Swan down low. A turnaround short jumper for him is going to find its way at the bottom of the basket. A couple of nice possessions strung together by Tipton, both offensively and defensively. As a 4-0 start out of the half. Morris wanted a step back three. He's going to hand it off. A give and go with Oxley, who gets his own offensive rebound and is fouled by Swan. I think they're going to give that foul to. .6:45 left in the third quarter. Oxley will be in the line shooting two. The second free throw a bit long, and Carpenter tracks down the offensive rebound. He leads Tipton in rebounds per game with about 7. Carpenter looking for the baseline drive. That might have been deflected, but he gets it back. Fouled again going up, and that one should be a shooting foul. Delegated to Baker. Baker's first foul. Carpenter at the line shooting two. He led Tipton with scoring at the half with 10. Tracy and Swan followed closely with 9 and 8 respectively. Money had 7. Quigley with a 3 in the first quarter, and Spidell with 2. Second free throw for Carpenter finds its way in. Ethan Morris to set up the half-court offense for the Bruins. Gets to his left hand inside, but he's kept out by Carpenter. Kean Wells is going to try. Morris, a spin back to his left hand. That's the move he's liked the most in this contest. A right-handed drive spinning back to his left. Tipton's going to have to be on top of that move. He's used it very effectively in the first half, and starting the second half just the same as Carpenter turns it over. Kean Wells on the other end. Didn't have many options, so he's going to slow it down with the use of Oxley. Oxley's down low, but Jackson Money was fronting the post. Made the entry pass a little bit more difficult than it would have otherwise been. Swan going to try a long three. It's on target, and it's at the bottom of the rim. Wells gets to his right hand, is going to try to go all the way with his right hand, and he's fouled on the floor. The basket will not count. That is Quigley's second foul. In the corner is Morris, who hands it right back off to Wells. Wants to use as much of the floor as he possibly can. Gets to his left hand, and Quigley picks up back-to-back fouls for his third. This is going to be a shooting foul, which sends Kean Wells to the line. empty with the first free throw. The second free throw good, and here comes the Blue Devils with a 4-point lead. That's about all they've been able to get as Swan wants to extend it a little bit more. In and out for the Blue Devils. So close to coming up with 2 or 3. Baker called for the foul, going for the loose ball on the other end though. Peyton Aller on the bottom left of your screen. The freshman will check in for Quigley, trying to prevent a 4th foul. So we'll expect to see extended minutes from Peyton Aller. And it's good to see him get reps in before the state tournament, where if foul trouble occurs for the Blue Devils, you're going to have to rely on a guard. And he's the only guard off your bench that you really have that plays, he plays about half the games, I would say. As Baker on the other end, the layup is no good. So it's good to see Peyton Aller in, getting some minutes before the tournament. Carpenter with a 3. Morris on the right side, setting up the offense for the Bruins. He has Wells to his left. He's defended by Aller. Gets all the way to his left hand, but the shot just a bit wide, and not sure what the call was there, actually. They're going to count the basket. Goaltending, maybe? That is interesting. Swan will bring it up for the Blue Devils. Jackson Money's fouled, though, on the other end. And one opportunity for him. Money's free throw is good. And the goaltend basket falls to Kean Wells, who was the shot attempter at first. Swan defending Baker, who is called for the blocking foul. And I'm just not sure that's the right call. It's hard to tell, though. As it's hard to make that call when Swan's moving his feet, but I mean, to me up here it looked like a offensive foul. Swan needs to be careful not to pick up his third. If you have any critique about Nolan Swan this season, it would be that he gets in a bit more foul trouble than you'd like to see. And so it'll be important for him, as he has 3 now. He's got to play a clean third quarter. Aller wide open on the right wing for a 3. It's a bit long. He connected with plenty of those in the JV game. As the shot on the other end no good by Morris. Swan looks to slow it down. Gets inside, tries to go all the way. And the shot was made awkward. He didn't have enough space to really jump, so it was more of a lateral shot. Very difficult, even for a player of Swan's caliber. It stays with Tipton, though. And a timeout called by Coach Hawkins. It'll be a full timeout to try and coast his players into the final 2:50 of the third quarter. We finally have a chance to break down the scoring. We got Tipton's earlier on for the first half. In the first half for Blackford, Ethan Morris led the way with, Kitterman led the way with 13. Morris had 12, Baker had 6, and Wells and Oxley each had 4. It's been a little bit more balanced here in the third quarter. Kean Wells has 3, Lease has 2, Morris has 2 as well, and Oxley has a free throw. It's been a closer contest than Tipton was expecting, I feel like. They were favored to win by John Harrell, 70-42, but it's certainly not going to be that scoreline as, for one, Blackford's already passed up that 42-point mark, but Tipton certainly not going to win by 28. Doesn't matter how much you win by as long as you put the win in the win column, as Jackson Money wants to. Off the play. That's the second time Tipton scored on that play. 2 different players, though. Money's the normal intended target, and he was there. Carpenter scored one just like that earlier on. Tipton in a 2-3 zone now. The Bruins have been shooting good, so it'll be up to them to create good shooting opportunities. Kean Wells didn't like the one that he had. Cross-court pass is deflected by Money, but the loose ball favored Morris. Inside, a kick out to Wells for a 3 is short, but the long rebound tracked down by Lease. Cross-court pass to Morris, not enough space to shoot, wants to get to his left hand. Gets inside, dump down pass to Kitterman, who scores. Excellent patience and ball movement on that possession for Blackford. Waiting for the perfect opportunity, which is a good strategy against a 2-3 zone. Even if you are trailing, you still have plenty of time as you're only down by 6. All are empty with another 3. His second attempted of tonight's contest. And here's Blackford again, playing patiently around the 2-3 zone by Tipton. They had success when they got it inside, but they're not going to need to here as Kean Wells buries a corner 3. A popular action setting the screen on one of the bottom corners for the 2-3 zone is going to give any good shooter enough space and time for a 3. Tracy's got plenty of space and time, but he's not able to get the result he's looking for. A spin move inside is Carpenter as he gets exactly what he's looking for. Wells at the top. He will hand it off to Collett. Needs a little bit of help, and Wells is able to help him out. Tipton falling back into their man-to-man zone, or man-to-man coverage. The result a little bit different. 2 shots at the same corner. This one comes up empty from Kitterman. Carpenter wants to get to his left hand. A pull-up jumper is a little bit short. Kitterman with the rebound. He's got options to his left and right. As Swan with good defense called for the travel is Morris. It's a little bit scary when the whistle blows as contact made by Swan, but nothing illegal. It was a travel instead called. Swan again on the edge with 3 fouls. Needs to be careful in this final 20 seconds of the third quarter. 4 across the top. A backdoor looking for Swan, whose finish is excellent. 5 seconds for the Bruins, and Money's making it very difficult to get that ball in. They're going to have to go a different route. Half-court heave is no good, and Tipton extends with a 7-point advantage in the third quarter. Tied at 39, Tipton now leads 59-52. It's about this time I say it's the final 8 minutes, but the game's been very close, and I wouldn't rule out the potential rather for an overtime game. Tipton needs to hold on to a 7-point advantage. which at the 17-1 record, you have to think that they will certainly be able to. Their only loss at the hands of Kokomo, led by the Kansas commit Flory Badunga, which is one where Tipton, one of the few games actually that Tipton was not favored to win, so no upsets there. I don't think they were favored against Delta either, where they got the overtime victory in the Muncie Fieldhouse. Other than that, I'm trying to think of any games where they wouldn't be favored otherwise. I think those two would be just about it. They've had some close games. I think of Bethesda Christian when I think of those kind of close games where Tipton had to come back from a 17-point deficit. But I still think they were favored at the start of that one. 8 minutes of regulation to go. Tipton back in their man-to-man defense. Money switches on to Morris, who's gotten to his right hand. He faked the spin just a little bit with his body language. And Tipton, they knew they needed to cover that, though. That's been a go-to move from Morris, a right-handed drive into his left-hand spin. As Spidell pulls down an offensive rebound, something Tipton fans have known to love. As Spidell gifting Tipton many second-chance opportunities. They might only need one as Swan fakes the shot. The correct decision made, as you would expect. Quigley called for a foul. I'm not sure. That might be his fourth at this point. And it will be. So Tracy comes in to prevent Blackford from targeting Quigley. Morris will let it roll for a couple of seconds before picking it up. Defended by Carpenter. He has Kitterman out in the far corner, defended by Spidell. A cross-court pass to Baker, who wants to go isolation on Swan. Pokes it, nearly pokes it free, and Swan needs to be careful not to pick up a foul there. It's a popular call. He did well to avoid it that time. But that is likely to be called a second time. Wells fakes the pull-up, kicks it out to Kitterman instead, who's got the baseline to work with, but not enough room to make an easy shot happen. On the other end, Carpenter wants to go by himself. He's fouled just under the free throw line. And he'll be shooting to that foul going against number 24, Mason Kitterman, the 6'4" sophomore. Looks a bit taller than 6'4" from where we're at, though. They have Ryan Tracy listed at 6'4" on Tipton's end. And I would say Kitterman's got him by a couple of inches. The second free throw good for Carpenter. And a double-digit lead for Tipton. A rare one that's been very difficult to come by in this game for either team. A spin move inside. Money fouls underneath the basket. Had his hands up, but it was the lower body contact that warranted the call. Second team foul on Tipton. Second personal foul on Jackson Money. In and out. The first free throw for Kean Wells. So not an excellent display of free throws from both squads. There's plenty of missed free throws tonight. I'm sure both teams are going to be unhappy with their performance at the charity stripe. Swan looking for some options down low. It's Carpenter who spins to his right hand. The finish, a bit difficult, but the second one, he's going to have to earn the hard way. That one was on Baker, which is not who I thought they were going to call it on. His fourth as well, so that's very impactful. Blackford would be losing their season leading scorer as Carpenter comes up short on the first free throw. Baker with just 6 in tonight's contest, not as impactful as he would have liked to be from a scoring department. He's gotten the rebounds, and he's played some solid defense. Both free throws empty for Carpenter. And not something that I would have expected coming into the season for Tipton is poor free throw shooting. But it seems like they miss quite a few. Something they are certainly going to need to rely on at points in the tournament run that they hope to make. Morris has given Tipton plenty of problems, but he's going to offload onto Wells. He's going to receive it right back from beyond the arc. It's a bit long, and Money pulls down the rebound onto the left side for Swan. A 3 for him is perfect. And a timeout forced because of it. Carpenter credited with the assist. Blackford trails by 12 as Tipton looks to keep opening up this lead, but Baker's going to try to make it 2 shorter. The first free throw good with about 5 minutes left. The second end a bit short. Again, I would say both teams unhappy with their free throw shooting performance. Overall, offensively, both teams doing well. There's a defensive rebound pulled down by Wells. He pushes it up quickly, trying to get by Money. It's not an easy thing to do, as he learns right there. But Kitterman's going to have a bit of an easier time scoring that one over the top of Spidell, who made the shot quite difficult, but Kitterman's been excellent this game, and he's going to be able to score that one. A kick out. Tracy had an open shot, but he's going to delegate the pass to Carpenter in the corner, who's not able to come up with 3. A dish down. Oxley's going to look to finish on the other side of the basket with his right hand. The assist to Wells, who was looking for him the whole way. Carpenter leaves it off to Money to set up the half-court offense. It's going to be Swan on the right side to get by Morris and finishes with the layup. The help tie defense by Blackford a step slow. Gives Swan 2 more points. And he's up to 22. 3:47 left to go as Baker will bring it up for the Bruins. One-on-one with Swan, and he comes up a bit short, well defended, but he gets his own offensive rebound. Tipton wasn't able to get two hands on it. Carpenter blocks that one away. Baker needs a bit of help. Kitterman and Swan, that's certainly going to be a charge. This one is a much simpler call than the one before. And that's the argument I was making on the first call. I like that the refs are consistent, at least with that call. Swan was certainly not moving. He was planted the whole way. But on the first one, you could make the argument that his feet were still in motion, so it's nice to see this call go his way. And that's a charge call that Swan is looking for very, very often, as he scores a mid-range two. Baker trying to attack Swan again, but he's blocked, and Money on the other end with the finger roll. Jackson Money with the easiest two of the ball game, and it's thrown out of bounds. The collapse for Blackford, just under 3 minutes left to go, and you could see it start to affect them. The junior guard to bring it up for Tipton. Looking for a roll for Money, who has a left-handed layup for free. Carpenter adds another assist to his tally. And it looks like Tipton's got everything they need to come out with another win and move on to 18-1 in their second to last home game. It's not over yet, though. Wells is going to keep fighting. Swan gets inside, but it's poked off of his knee. A down court pass saved. Money wasn't able to steal. So Wells gets inside, tried to spin, but it's stolen away by Money. Tracy's got options to his left. A dish down pass to Carpenter. Gets his own rebound. And puts it back in for two. It's been a tough night at the basket for Tipton, but they've still got 77 points to show for it. The finishing and the free throws, Blackford's done a good job contesting at the rim. But Tipton's hit some outside shots, and that's made the Bruins respect him from there. And ever since the shots started going in, Tipton's been able to get inside a little bit easier. And that's why they are up to 77 points in tonight's contest. A dish down pass to Tracy is blocked by Baker, pinned up against the backboard. He's going to look for an assist or some points instead. 13-point lead for the Blue Devils. Swan is going to be fouled going to the line. The first free throw for the senior guard is good. The second as well. Tipton leads by 15 with under a minute left to go. Staying perfect at home. They've got one more. They are 8-0 right now. Going to move on to 9-0 after this one. And going to look for the perfect 10 on Saturday against the Taylor Titans. That'll be our final live stream of the season. Hope to see you all there. And you're going to want to stick around. We're going to have Sam Quigley for an interview for his first time of the season. We tried to get him in the one game that he was scheduled to be interviewed. As we got through everybody else, Sam Quigley was the last one on the list. He was actually sick that game, so we're finally going to get a chance to talk to him. And then on senior night, the plan is to get all the seniors and get their thoughts about the season and their careers overall. But tonight will be Sam Quigley's night to interview. That'll be coming up very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with Sam Quigley. Sam, this is the first time we've been at the interview, and you were tied at halftime. What did the adjustments look like coming into the second half tonight?
Well, the first half, so it started, we didn't really get off to the start we wanted. We've been wanting to, in practice all week, we've been looking for a fast start, get stops, pushing transition, and we didn't really have that going tonight. So at halftime, it was 39-39, right? At halftime, we really talked about buckling down on defense, and I mean, we know our offense can score that many points again, and if we do that twice and play some better defense, then we'll win.
And piggybacking off of that a little bit, how does the team maintain their composure in close games like this?
I would say, I mean, we know what we're capable of, and I think it helps to know that we're the more skilled team, the better team in almost most games that we play. And we have our scores, we have our guys, and that we know we can count on. And just confidence that we can make that change that we talked about at halftime, like start D'ing up, take away the guys that are starting to torch us, and just make those changes that we know we can make.
And we haven't had a chance to speak with any of the players since their first loss at Kokomo, but I want to ask you, what did the team learn from its first loss of the season?
After Kokomo, we weren't really hung up on that. I mean, because after that we had Heights, and really we just used it as like we were mad. Like we didn't really let it affect us at all. Like we came in that Heights game mad, like I said, and we really just used it as motivation.
And we're approaching the final stages of the season, tournament time, where the team is expected to make a deep run. Does that add any pressure to you guys?
To me, a little bit. I mean, I'm more of a role player on this team, so I mean, when the game matters more, my role kind of steps up a little bit. I'll need to score in a game that needs me to score, and I mean, like tonight, that's a sectional opponent. So I mean, we didn't quite want to get the message that we wanted to send off, but I mean, yeah, sectional games definitely means a lot more to us.
And speaking of those close games, are there any teams in particular in the tournament that you're looking forward to playing?
Taylor.
All right. And I'll leave the floor open. If you have any shout-outs you'd like to give, now's the time.
Ty Williams, if you're watching from New York, you're my guy. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Sam.
Thanks.
Sam Quigley's got high expectations for the team and for himself. He expects his role to turn up to 11 in tournament time. We're going to give a scoring breakdown for each of the players. Leading the way for Tipton was Nolan Swan with 26, Carpenter trailing closely with 21, Jackson Money added 16, Tracy with 9, Landon Spidell with 4, and Quigley, which we just spoke with, had 3. On the other end for Blackford, a relatively even scoring spread, at least towards the top. There's a noticeable cutoff, but leading the way was Kitterman with 17, Morris with 16, Wells with 13, Baker with 9, Oxley with 7, and then Lease adding 2. That'll be all for tonight. We have one final live stream against the Taylor Titans, which Sam Quigley was looking forward to playing in tournament time. So we're going to get a sneak peek look at that right before the end of the season. That'll be senior night, where we expect all 5 Tipton seniors to make the starting appearance. That's all from tonight, where Tipton defeats Blackford 79-64.